Hello, we are Team 1, consisting of Cy Burkhart, Connor Rusnak, Ali Schumacher, and Franklin Vallon, and we are presenting our Hyundai Nomad concept. The word nomad means an individual who does not stay long in the same place. We were inspired by the inherent transience of public transportation to create an expressive, empowering experience in order to change this perception. We started our research by assessing Cincinnati's current conditions. We found that heavy personal vehicle use resulted in unsafe and congested traffic conditions. Cincinnati's economic conditions only exacerbate this issue, with new residents and business, such as the Innovation District, driving population growth and housing prices to increase. Finally, the environment is most taxed by both of these factors. Cincinnati is the 32nd most populated city for ozone pollution, and the city has lofty goals of cutting CO2 emission in half by 2030. The problem at the core of all of this is car reliance. Cincinnati's future is threatened by a failing infrastructure. The system consists of a hub, kiosk, and 2 vehicles. Users navigate to their nearest hub, which is no more than a half-mile away, and then they can use their personal device or a kiosk to rent a vehicle. Users have the flexibility of utilizing a subscription, one-way, round-trip, or all-day rental. Depending on the vehicle they choose, the vehicle will either navigate back to the hub once they are done using it, or be returned to the hub by the user after they've concluded their journey. This is the system map. Access hubs are scattered throughout the Cincinnati metropolitan area, making it easy for users to make use of the system, regardless of their location. The red dot represents the hub we will be visualizing in this presentation.
This is the package overview for each mobility solution. The bike is intended for shorter range usage with the most freedom of destinations, with an available storage compartment for smaller items. The microcar, though, gives a longer battery range for driving, with available space for up to 2 people or optionally 1 person and extra storage space in the rear.
The first element we'll be covering today is the hub. It is located on the corner of Burnett Woods, and it serves as an efficient stop-and-go location for users. With this in mind, we decided to keep the hub aesthetic minimal, and these are some visuals that represent inspiration that was later used for ideation. To begin ideation, I started off with quick thumbnails of what the ordering kiosk could look like, and then CAD ideation was utilized in the beginning as well to understand the scale of products that were going to go in the hub. From there, I moved into CAD and I started adding elements into the building such as the vehicles, bikes, and ordering kiosks. We kept in mind the minimal aesthetic we were going for, as the purpose of the hub is an easy to understand stop-and-go center. Our final hub is located on the corner of Burnett, and it houses 6 vehicles and 12 bikes under the pavilion area. When the vehicles need to be charged, they back into the charging bank, while the bikes dock into wireless charging areas on the other side. There are also 4 ordering kiosks located at the central heart of the hub, giving users the ability to easily order their mobility solution.
The next part of the system is the Nomad One. The goal of the Nomad One is to empower users in their everyday tasks. We understand that every usage and need is a little different, so we wanted to create a smaller mobility solution that would offer the most freedom of usage. When approaching what the aesthetic of the bike should be, we identified 3 keywords: cohesive, extruded, and cutting. The aesthetic of the bike feels whole and connected in a volumetric manner, but embraces a future vision of cutting-edge style and demeanor. Starting with simple thumbnails, we wanted the bike to be visually uncomplicated yet intriguing in its own way. So many of the forms were reduced, yet embraced certain intriguing features for each sketch. After this, we moved into Gravity Sketch to further understand what the bike would look like proportionately, which helped immensely in deciding the final direction the form would take. From here, the bike was taken into CAD so that thorough details and features could be ensured, and through the process of establishing all of the form, many models and ideations were made. Initially, the bike was to be clean and minimal in color and appearance, being modern and intriguing, yet there was more to be established and considered in making the final iteration of the Nomad One. Once again, the Nomad One was brought into CAD, where over time final details and features were decided on and brought into visualization. So this is the first look at Nomad One, a community e-bike for empowering the public in their destinations, errands, and goals. When considering the dimensions of the bike, we wanted a shape that could be used by all people, being only 34 inches high with the seat and 7 inches wide, being compact yet spacious for riding. The usage of Nomad 1 is very comprehensive and easy to use. With a simple front wheel brake and right grip acceleration, on the handlebar of the bike, riders can optionally attach their phones to better assist their riding and navigation. On the inside of the bike, the center console can be slid back onto controlled rails, where the user can access a storage space with modular retractable bags that can be folded up for various items to be put in. The front fork of the bike is built-in induction charging coils where the bike can be docked into the hub. Nomad can wirelessly charge smoothly. The app provided to users can give further personality and empowerment for each person to personalize their color preference of the center console. This is done through e-ink, which is a lower power consumption display technology. In wanting the form to feel cohesive and whole, we decided to build the suspension into the wheels for a smooth and safe ride while not having to compromise the form. This is an underview of the Nomad 1 to ensure that all possible angles of the bike were considered in the design process. On the back of the bike, the branding of Nomad is debossed, giving a clean and minimal mark of the Hyundai brand to the bike.
Now we'll be moving into the exterior design of the Nomad 2. Nomad 2's exterior design explores bold utility. The goal was to develop a utilitarian design that is intentionally expressive. When beginning the design process for Nomad 2, we developed a mood board and identified keywords to define the theme. The contrast of precision and playfulness speaks to the goal of creating an expressive yet utility-focused design. Stark is rooted in Hyundai's bold, sharp design language. Initial ideation revealed a pinching, flexing theme as a key sketch, a sleek form with intentional and impactful surface changes. Further analog and gravity sketch development saw the validation of surfaces and proportions. The theme became more boxy and utilitarian, while retaining unique surface details. This is the final design theme. From these sketch renders, we moved into Blender, developing the final model of Nomad 2. The e-ink panel on Nomad 2 is user configurable to any desired color, using the same technology as Nomad 1. The rear hatch opens horizontally at the center of the vehicle, conserving space when it is in use. The rear hatch also features an integrated bike carrier for multimodal adventures. The door features a touch panel display, greeting the user and allowing re-entry of the vehicle. The doors are gullwing style doors, conserving space during ingress and egress.
We'll now move on to the interior of Nomad 2. The theme of the interior was to provide a modular experience to adapt to our users' range of needs. The aesthetic of the interior was focused around a minimal, curious, yet inviting theme. This is public transportation, and we wanted it to stay simple and easy to maintain, but provide an exciting experience and have the user be able to personalize it. In initial ideation, I was inspired by vehicles like the Renault Twizy to create a tandem seating package. In combination with a modular rear seat, this allows the user to configure the vehicle to their needs. This is the final design theme for the interior. A sci-fi minimalist approach incorporates lighting to be customized to the user's desires. Nomad 2's fully autonomous capabilities allow the user to focus on the riding experience. A bring your own device dock allows for seamless integration of personal devices through Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. A full-size modular rear seat allows for a comfortable rear passenger riding experience, and the seating position can be fully controlled through the rear passenger's control panel located on the door. The door control panel allows for the rear passenger to also control the riding experience if they need. The rear seat can be folded down to expose a 27 cubic foot storage area that empowers the user to conveniently transport their belongings.
This is Team 1. Thank you for your time.